Welcome. Sticks-n-Stonez. Got a great show today. I have to get this in quick, because y'all drop off after like the first 15 seconds. I am pairing Jack Daniel's single barrel heritage barrel. It's a bottle I've been trying to get a hold of, and I just lucked upon it yesterday. So definitely wanted to get in here and get it paired right with an awesome cigar. Another one that it's kind of hard to get from time to time, and that is the Plasencia Alma de Cielo. Not sure if that's exactly right. Cielo. I think that's right. We'll go ahead and remove the footband here before we get started. Makes things a little. I think this pairing is going to really kind of set the expectation of bold structure, kind of meeting a refined kind of elegance. Jack Daniel's heritage barrel brings depth, intensity, kind of that classic Tennessee whiskey kind of character, while Alma de Cielo promises balance, creaminess, nuance draw from the high elevations, Nicaraguan tobacco, and I believe just from the get-go, it's going to set an experience that will kind of unfolding kind of dialogue to it, where they each kind of assert their strengths and kind of support each other. And I just think it's going to be done with grace and poise. Wonderful. Now, again, the whiskey is Jack Daniel's single barrel heritage barrel. That's a lot to get out. I'm going to have to come up with a catchier title for the YouTube video, so that's all those points, because Jack Daniel's single barrel heritage barrel is a lot. So do with that. That's on me. Now the mash bill on this spirit is 80% corn, 51% corn is like the minimum for bourbon. Of course, this is whiskey. 80% is a bunch of corn, and that is going to give it a real four. And then it's got 12% malted barley. It kind of contributes that kind of nutty depth and feel. And then it's got 8% rye, which is just a sprinkling in there that kind of is maybe a restrained spice and structure to the whole conglomeration. Is in specially crafted heritage barrels made from longer aged maple, intensifying oak influence and complexity into the spirit. Let's go ahead up here so we can move right on along. Hope I got that really good in the microphone. Just a couple of ounces. Now, this is barrel number 25-07743. The barrel, which I guess that's when the spirit went into the barrel, was July 7th, 20. And the bottling date was November 3rd of 2025. So about 5 or 6. So straight from the barrel to my table, pretty much. This is a 50% alcohol by volume, so 100 proof. It's going to have a nice little bit of zing to it. On the nose, it's a football game too. It's not been a good weekend for me in ball games. A&M got knocked against. Offense was pitiful. 10-3. It was a defensive struggle yesterday. All right, back to this, or I could talk for an hour. I get this very nice waft of rich caramel and burnt sugar out front, followed by some toasted oak, a little bit, and then a little bit of maple syrup. Got some secondary notes in there of like dark cherries, some well-oiled, like saddle leather, kind of that, it's been around a while. Some baking spices along the vein of cinnamon and cloves. Really kind of rounds out the aroma. It's wonderful on the nose. As you can see, not really sunny today, but I mean, you can kind of see it's just a very beautiful, beautiful color. Nice deep air. Some really nice notes of copper, just a touch of a reddish hue. So on the palate, waiting for this. When that hits your tongue, it does not hit your tongue like 100 proof spirit. Or two for kind of the mid palate to start kind of burning a little bit. First hit, I mean, it's almost like, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but it's almost like water. It's like there's no alcohol to it. But you get this nice full body mouth. And the first thing I pick up is a really good woodiness, kind of maple sweetness, that kind of thing. And then it's quickly transitions over to like some charred oak and a little bit of a cinnamon heat then, because now it's hitting your meat. And then you get some roasted nuts, maybe a little bit of dark chocolate, and then some nice seasoned wood. There's quite a bit of wood. I really like it. I really like it. The finish is fairly long. It's warming. It's very forward. It's kind of got that lingering sweet oakiness. There's some leather in there, maybe a little bit of spice to get controlled dryness. This could actually be one of my favorite Jack Daniels. I've long said favorite Gentleman Jack. Wow, they really knocked it out of the park with this one. I like it. I like it a lot. Wow, that is a spirit. And I walked into my my little secret package store spot yesterday. Been hunting, and first place I went, I was like breezed through, and I'm like, yeah, I don't see it here. It caught my attention. So then I went over and headed to my secret spot, and as soon as you walk in the door, go this way. And so you kind of go down the end of the aisleways. The very first end cap, they had 4 bottles sitting there with a whole bunch of Buffalo Trace. Now, they had a couple other things too, but as soon as I saw it, matter of fact, I had to pick it up and look at it. Is this what it is? Oh, wow! What's the price? Are you shitting me? $64. I would have expected something that has been this hard to find. I would not have expected to pay $65 for it. So, and then I also got out with a bottle of dark rum. I'm gonna my hand of Martha Stewart's eggnog. Is supposed to be very boozy. It's got 3 cups of half a cup to a cup of dark rum. So I'm thinking it's going to be pretty boozy. I'm kind of excited. I like it. Nobody else in the family likes it, but I do. So anyway, all right. Let's go ahead and move on to the Alma del Cielo, and I think I've been saying D-E. It's actually Del, D-E-L. Del Cielo. 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 I think that's right. I don't really know. I took German. I didn't take Spanish. So everything is it like ordering food or ordering drinks? You know, mas tequila, dos, cerveza, servietas. You need something to wipe your mouth with, a napkin, that kind of thing. You know, I'm really good with the taco, burrito, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, going. In true Plasencia fashion, this is a very well constructed stick. As you can see, it's a very beautiful kind of medium brown, medium veining, or moderate veins. As you can see there, I can see it on the camera, so I know it's showing up. I don't see flaws. It has tight and almost invisible seams. It's got a kind of and a very beautiful. It looks like a triple cap to me. I think it's a double cap. They used to be. So on the nose, get some kind of sweet cedar, a little bit of barn in there, fresh hay, maybe accentuated by a little bit of light creaminess and some soft notes. And I think that is kind of reflected of its high elevation origin. Let's go ahead and give it a cut, test out the cold draw. By the way, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah and stuff. It is wasn't my best cutting job. That's a little better. V cut. Yeah, like I said, not my best cutting job. On the cold draw. I get some kind of a creamy hay notes first, followed up by a little bit of cedar. There's a natural to it, and then just a touch of nuttiness, like maybe almonds. All right. Hey, by the way, all right. Always tell Rocky Patel Envoy, and it had gotten hard to find. Couldn't find it. Thought they'd stop making it. I actually saw Rocky Patel on, I think it was on Instagram, and they were it was an ad for this lighter, and I love the Rocky Patel Envoy. It's a 5 torch, but it is a butane. You think for 5 torches it would really use a lot of butane, and it does not. And it does a wonderful job of lighting your cigar. Wonderful as always. See ya. Make a lot. They've only got like half a dozen or so cigars in their lines. They concentrate on what they know. Cigar guy Tom, my buddy who is the rep in this area, Tom, man, we gotta get together. He's like, we don't do a lot of like other places. They make all different kinds of cigars and all this. You concentrate on what you know, make the best at what you make, and they cigars. Somebody had a thing up on X yesterday, and they were like, "Well, you consider Padron and Plasencia boutique?" And I'm like, I wouldn't consider Padron boutique. Good, they're excellent, but when I think of boutique, I think of small. You know, like they only have a dozen. And Padron is just so well known. But I consider a wonderful boutique cigar manufacturer. I do love my Plasencias. On the palate, I get toasted nuts and some sweet cream that kind of supported by a little bit of light cedar, and then maybe some grains. There's just a little undertone in there, just a little bit. I get a little bit of black pepper on the intro, and maybe just a touch of floral. So great cigar. This is the Toro 6 1/8 by 52, I believe. Try them together. And I forgot what they call these. But there's a specific name for it. It's from the Glencairn. I think that's who made it. Mine is, you probably can't see it, but there's a royal stag on there. You can kind of get a little bit of it. It's from the Dalmore. That was from my buddy. That was the rep in this area for the Dalmore. I had two regular Glencairn nosing glasses, and I broke one, so I only had one left. And that's uses to put candy canes in at the hot chocolate station on our kitchen counter during the holiday. So my only other option. I really need to get some more. I'd like to have some crystal Glencairns, the Glencairn, whatever they say. That's kind of got the little etching into it, on the sides, some crisscross kind of stuff. Yeah, those. But anyway, all right. Well, the Bills took that game, and next up we got that should be a really good game. So I noticed all the Red Hawks. I think they may have had. It may have been last night, or it may have been earlier today. Anyway, they were showing up for their hockey match, and they all have Lions jerseys on, showing their Detroit support. Just flabbergasted that the Jacksonville Jaguars are a division leader. Years. No offense, Jaguar fans, but and now all of a sudden they're division leaders. The Alma de Cielo's honeyed profile really tempers that heritage barrel's kind of in spice, while the whiskey does help amplify the cigar's woody characteristics. It's not a play. There's not characters, characteristics. This smooths out the whiskey's heat, and the whiskey adds a really nice depth and structure to the cigars, like more refined flavors. They don't seem to one dominate the other. Moving, sort of like dancing, you and your partner. I'm not much of a dancer. I can wobble, kind of do the Cupid shuffle, and the get up. I can do the get up dance. That's my good one there. Brown. Anyway, they really create kind of a little measured, rewarding, as we say in military, cadence together, like a well-oiled machine. Really nice volume of smoke coming off of this stick. No complaint. This could be one of my best pairings ever. I know we hadn't gotten very far, but some really, really nice stacks of ash there. Fairly straight. So I think I did a pretty good job lighting that one. All you folks that are watching in, thank you. Hit the heart button, like it, share it, leave me a comment. I'm actually doing pretty well. Following bigger. It's tough out there. It is. It's two reasons. Number one, I'm in a niche that is loaded. You know, the whiskey and cigar people are. The whiskey and cigar people, we're not a large group, but I think we are growing. The thing is I'm not a buxom, long, blonde-haired, good-looking woman. I sell my "Here I Am, Send Me" T-shirt. You should go check it out. It's if you're on X, it's the very first link in my profile. Check it out. $20. It's at the Amazon store. Amazon actually prints them for me, so it's everything's on the up and up. $20.99, something like that. It comes in all kinds of colors. Predominantly, the big one. Now you can get it in like pink and purple, and if you got ladies that are veterans or patriots or whatever. But I forgot where I was going with that. I know where I was going with it. So I made an ad. Was having this third party ads. They use AI, all that kind of stuff. So I did one with a dude, kind of a younger, late, maybe early. I got a few looks, but then when I used a very full, she spoke in kind of a foreign accent, foreign to me. I had 100 a night. It's just what it is. So go and buy a shirt, and I'd love it. They're great. I've got two. My youngest daughters, they're 15 and 16. They're going to be getting one for Christmas. So quality of smoke coming off of this is really nice. It's thick and velvety. Feels good in your mouth. That's what she. The stacks of ash are really nice and straight. A nice kind of gray. There could potentially be a little bit of tooth in here. That would be really nice. It's in the leaf, and as the burn line gets close to it and the tobacco gets heated up, the little pockets of oil will pop, and you could actually end up with oil spots on your wrapper. Great cigar. Wonderful. Glad I picked it. For those of you that may have joined in a little late, I am pairing the Daniels single barrel heritage barrel. That's a lot to say. With the Alma del Cielo cigar from Plasencia. The cigar has got a nice kind of sweet cream and toasted nuttiness, kind of underpinned with a little bit of light cedar and some baking spices. The Daniels end up being my most favorite Jack Daniels ever. It's been Gentleman Jack, but this is very, very good. It's really good. A beautiful mouthfeel to it. You've got some kind of mapley sweetness and charred oak oakiness in there. There's also some cinnamon heat, kind of the like mid palate, and then it opens roasted nuts, dark chocolate, some seasoned wood. They're going just extremely well. As I said, the Jack Daniels is thin alcohol. So it takes a really good cigar to match the strength of the spirit. Very smooth and mellow. You don't realize it's 100 proof. But these two go very well together, and they enhance their strength, kind of support each other's weaknesses and fill those in and kind of level it all out to make a really experience. If you watched me last week, you know I am endeavoring to make these shorter. So I'm going to be wrapping it up here really quickly because I got to noticing that even though we're talking 57 minutes, people weren't watching nearly that. So I'm like, I'll go ahead and just condense it down and then sit out here and watch Detroit and oh shit, who were they playing? I don't remember now. I told you just a second ago. As we've kind of moved, we're now, an inch or so into the cigar. You're seeing a little bit of change. Hang on. It is kind of getting a little. See how the difference there from left to right. So I can complain about that. I don't cigars that burn off kilter, but you're like honey introduced into the cigar. It kind of blends with the cedar, and then you're starting to pick up some notes of like cashew and maybe pepper in there. And then as I had noted earlier, there's nice pepper notes and a little bit of floral on the retrohale. Very good. Steelers and the Lions. Yeah. These go very, very well together. And if you have the opportunity to pick up Jack Daniel's Heritage single barrel Heritage barrel, I would definitely do it. It's kind of, I really lucked up on it at my little secret spot, and they only had 3 bottles left when I walked out the door. The Plasencia Alma del Cielo is fairly available. You should have. It's a really great cigar, even if it's not with the single barrel Heritage barrel. You definitely smoker, you need to try one of these if you haven't. I hope you've enjoyed this episode as much as I've enjoyed it too. Please hit like, subscribe, share, notify, ring all the bells, hit all the whistles. You can subscribe, and you'll get a little in your dredges, a little tasting card that will tell you about these two. It's $1 a month. Go over and sign up on X if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Until we get to be together again, keep your sticks dry, your stones cold. Have a great day and a Merry, Merry Christmas.